Check it out. So I'm live again, and I'm a little sick today, so if my voice sounds a little different, that's probably why. But yeah, I need to finish this little animatic today. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna give it just a second before I get started. So if you're watching this video after the fact, go ahead and skip a couple minutes. I'm just gonna get some things set up here, make sure everything's working all right. Oops. Okay, that looks good. Just checking the audio and stuff as well. All right, I think I'm good to go. So we've got quite a few frames finished up today, but I just need to speed through the last few bits of the animatic here, and then I will off stream I'll compile all these images together with the music and stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna try to fly through it today. So I need this arm, something like this. So this hand is going to be grabbing the doorknob. I need to reposition the body a little bit though. I'm not loving the way it's positioned. Let's go something like this. Yeah. Okay, then we can just bring the whole thing down. Let's rotate that foot just a little bit more. And I'm gonna grab each of these spine pieces and just rotate just a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. The head, though, I don't want it to be facing the door. So I'm going to rotate it this way. And this, whoops, that way. It's a little too close to the door here. Whoop. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna say that the doorknob is like right here. So let's bring that arm in and this one up. Oops, this one can go back up a little bit. Let's go a little bit more and then open up that elbow a little bit. And then we can just bring the elbow towards the door. Yeah. This arm, we're gonna do something similar, just bring it into the side right here. I think I want this arm to just be like on the door. Yeah. And then rotate it out like this. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's get it closer to the door though. I'm gonna bring this elbow up. Slide that closer to the door. Perfect. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about the hands either. Let's find out where the camera is looking. Okay, the opposite side of the door. We want the camera to be like right here or something. So I'm gonna go top view here, find our camera, and then rotate it. Let's see what that looks like. Pretty good. Let's go a little bit farther away from the door though. I want to see more of what's happening. And I think I still want to see more, so I'm gonna just bend it out, see what that looks like. Let's go a little bit more. GZ. Yeah, it's pretty good. And I'll just center that one. I think it looks fine. Okay, A to select everything, I to keyframe. Sweet. The next one that we're gonna do is the door opening. So in the in the reference video that I made, this is where we're at. You kind of see the resemblance here. I'll zoom up. Sees the photo of the date. Date is at 6 p.m. Lights a candle. Notices the cup is missing. Oh no, what time is it? 1 minute until that time. Gets a wand and spellbook and casts some magic. Nice. And then messes up the magic. Floods the whole cave. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you can make it. I said at the start, I'm a little sick today, so yeah, what's up? I'm a little sick today, so if my voice sounds any different, that's probably why. Oh man, do you know what I just realized? I don't think I have the goblin model in here yet. Let's try to find that. I think it's in my downloads. Goblin rig. Okay. I'm just gonna pull this thing up here to mess with it, because it's all sorts of messed up here. Let's go to just like the basic detail here. Um, 000. That's not right. Okay, this slide up here. So all of these like weird bits that are sticking out, that's the skeleton and all the controls, but it was from a different application. So it's not going to slide over. It's not going to come into this Blender animation very well. I can't stay. I got to go to a parkour class. That's sick. Hope you have a good stream. See you. Peace. Thanks for coming in for a little bit. Parkour class, man. I would have loved to have a parkour class growing up. Even now it would be sick. Okay, I think that's good enough right there. Man, look at all like the face and eyeballs and tongue and stuff. It's wild. Ooh, it's so close. So close. Let's see if I can get this just right. Not quite. Let's go 0.5. Close. 0.7. That's pretty good. Yeah, 0.7. Yeah, we'll go that. I don't need this wand for now. And I do need to get rid of all of the other bits of geometry here. Let's see if I do this and this, and I think it was Control P to object. Oh, what did that do? Oh, I wonder if its scales are all wrong. No, that looks fine there and there. Huh. What if I try apply locals to delta and apply, oh, can I just do all? Yeah, let's try that one for this one. Apply all. What if I just delete all those controls and deformers? Oops. And skeleton. Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot on that goblin. What up, what up? Welcome to the chat. I'm just working on an animation right now, and this is a mess. Whoops. So I don't think I'm going to be able to use the goblin in here. Let me just undo a bunch of that. Should be able to click the whole thing and delete it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to use the goblin here just yet. I have to do some cleanup in the animation, but welcome. We're doing a quick little animatic. I don't know if you've seen it on my YouTube channel, but I have this reference video that I made, and it's to show the idea of the short film that I want to do, and I'm trying to recreate it with the actual characters. So you can see the goblin character that I was just messing with. And here I've got a skeleton's skull on top of my head. So I've just been animating the skeleton here. I've been watching your videos a lot. Get a notification, then I go straight to it. Oh, respect. That's sweet. Thank you. But yeah, we're just trying to finish up this animatic because tomorrow I'm gonna bring this video to class, and hopefully get votes for it to pursue it for next semester and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so we can't use the goblin, so we'll do our best here. The next scene is going to be the door opening and the skeleton sees the goblin here. So I guess I'll just animate the door opening. Yeah. How long have you been following the channel? Most of my followers have just come in March, actually. I'm using this table as a door because whatever. Why not? I've been trying to make a game in Unity, but it's really hard and I'm getting less motivated. Yeah, I totally get that. I've been working inside of Unity for a while now. Like 2 months. Respect. I'm gonna open up the door this way. What kind of game are you trying to make in Unity? Is it like a platformer game, a Unity 3D or 2D? Okay, we're gonna have this arm be the one that's opening up the door. No 3D virtual reality. Oh snap, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Like I've been inside of Unity for, when did I start? 2018? It's been a while. I've spoken with big game developers. Oh nice. At like GDC or something, those conferences. Let's open this arm up a little bit. Anyways, yeah, I've been working inside of Unity for like 7 years. Since 2018. Yeah. It takes a while. I will say ChatGPT helps a ton. Just for like the coding stuff. Like I'm a pretty good programmer, but it does help to just quickly get something written down, you know? Trash games. I don't think I've heard of them before. Are you like taking a class for Unity or just trying to learn it all on your own on YouTube? How do I want to look when I open up this door? I am next year. Nice. Yeeps. Very nice. I hope that helps. Honestly, my best advice for getting better at Unity is to just try new things. Just keep on making stuff. Because my first few games were terrible. like just bad code and really hard to play. I'm still learning, you know, still trying to get better at it all. Yeah, I'll just do something like this. All keyframe. Door open. Perfect. Okay, and then this next scene is gonna be just before all this. Yeah, right there. I slam the door and then turn around and look at the cave. That's what we're gonna do. I'm a new game developer. Very nice. That is the hardest place to be for developing games. Honestly though, it's so rewarding. Like I love game development. Like being able to take these characters and animate them and bring that into the game and like develop a world, it's just so cool. There's just nothing like it. Like animating is really fun too, but the animation, like what's different about animating is that that's the only thing that this character can do, is whatever you've animated it to do. Whereas when you put it into a game, you can write code that like changes how they walk around and how they interact with things, and I don't know, it's just so cool. But there have been times when I totally lose motivation while developing a game or an animation. It's tough sometimes. Oops, that's not what I wanted. The one who told you for your Pebble game, so when you touch a cloud. Oh, that's right. Yes, nice. Yeah, if you touch a cloud, it starts to rain. I'm actually I'm looking into doing that. Sometime this week I'll be doing that, where if you are holding onto a cloud in the game, it'll start to rain a little bit. I did try just like aesthetically adding that in. I'm gonna do it again, but this time it'll heal the plants that you've cut down. So if you have like a blade of grass that's cut down and you can only see like the little stump like this, if you make it rain, that stump will grow back into the grass blade or tree that it was. Yeah, yeah, it'll be in the game again because I actually really liked that idea. That's been one of the funnest things about posting my videos so often now, is that you guys just have some awesome ideas. Like I'll post an update for my game like, hey, I did this thing, and then someone in one of my comments will be like, hey, have you thought about doing this to your game? And it's just so cool. It's so cool to get your guys' ideas and see how you guys are seeing the game. It's been helping a lot. What up, what up? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm trying to finish this animation today. I've got to get my class to vote on it tomorrow, so today's the day I've got to finish it. It's not a full animation, it's just an animatic, but I need to get to the end of the video today. What's the horror game? What's that one horror game thing? Is there a download for your games? The horror game that I'm developing is Immortal Screwdriver. If you go to you're on YouTube, so if you're on my YouTube channel, right here in the bio at the very top, you have the links to my games: Build and Break AR, Build and Break, and Immortal Screwdriver. This one is the horror game that you're talking about. And yeah, if you click on any of these links, they'll just take you straight to the meta store where my game is posted up. Pebble isn't available yet because I haven't finished. Like, I'm still developing all of my games, but Pebble is still at an early enough stage that I haven't released it yet. We're going to widen out the legs a little bit. Get into the ready position from my days in soccer. Yeah, that's fine. Let's scoot him down a little bit. Boop. Perfect. And like all the way up against the door. Do you have any developing tips? Let's see. Especially if you're inside Unity. So if you're developing for virtual reality in Unity, there's a free plugin that Meta develops called like Building Blocks or something. That's been a super helpful thing for me. The free plugins. Also, do you use Blender? Yeah, I'm in Blender right now. This is Blender. I used to use Maya, but my student access was canceled for some reason. So I've been in Blender for the last couple months. But yeah, like there's some pretty amazing free plugins that Unity develops or that Unity supports. So that's really helpful for your code. I use ChatGPT a ton just to give me like the foundation of my stuff that I'm working with. I've been programming long enough that I just know how to use it, but like I know how to write code now fairly well. But chat does help speed things along pretty quickly. Oh, it looks similar to Unity. Yeah, that's pretty nice about a lot of 3D software stuff is that they all look pretty similar. Like if you look at Photoshop and Blender and Maya and like, I don't know, I think if you start getting into 3D stuff, it all starts to look pretty similar. Okay, I think I've gotta scoot this guy a little bit farther away from the table, from the door. Lucky I can't code a button. Yeah, it took me a minute to properly learn how to program. Because I can read code now and be like, that's kind of an inefficient code, which is kind of nerdy, you know? But it is really helpful when I'm doing my own programs. And Unity does have a lot of like built-in things. So like a button in particular, there's a lot of things that Unity just does automatically where you don't have to do any code. Let's see. This looks a little, whoops, it's already rotating. It's a little funky. Let's go down some more. Yeah. And let's bring this head up a little bit. No, honestly, my best advice for trying to get into developing games and stuff is you just gotta go for it. It does help. School does help. You know, having someone who's properly been a game developer teaching you helps a lot. But yeah, just time, honestly. That looks pretty good. What does this angle look like? Not quite what I want it to be. Is it possible for an early access for Pebble? You know what? It is. Let me show you. If you go to doubtnot.org, my caps lock is on. That's fine. Doubtnot.org, like this. This is my website. And you can go to early game testers right here. And if you put your email in that's associated with your Meta account, and you put the name of the game Pebble, like that, Pebble right here, and you send this, I should be able to add you to the early access group if you want. Okay, let's see. Where's this at? Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's select everything and keyframe it. How do I do a creative mode? Like build and break. Kind of just depends on what kind of game you want. Like for build and break, the way that it is creative is that I can spawn in those bricks all the time. So like there's a tool on my wrist that I can poke with my finger, and it's called instantiate, but it's like spawning in your item. But yeah, it just depends on what kind of game you're wanting to make. Okay, for this next scene, I'm doing a belt. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, the thing with creative mode stuff is that, like you can, I mean, if you're like creating stuff, like adding more items into a game or something, I feel like that's quite a lot of what creative does. Or you can manipulate a lot of things. Yeah, it just depends. Okay, for this next one, I want the skeleton's going to be looking around the cave here. Okay, let's do a POV shot, and I need all this stuff that I hid under under the world. I need all this to come back up. And I missed one item. Boop. Okay. I just got a big mess up here now. I'll be going now. Bye. Peace out. Thanks for being in here. Good luck with your game development stuff. All right. Let's make a mess. Let's rotate this thing around. Perfect. Rotate, whoops. Rotate this just a little bit. Let's put this over here. And then everything else, let's just try to quickly get this over here. Oh, nice. 180. There we go. All right. It's been pretty fun to make this animatic because I've been really trying to focus on reusing all of my same assets in the scene. And I just realized I don't know if I've keyframed this properly. Save. Select everything. Let's go here. Okay, yeah, good. Opens the door, slams it shut. Okay. Yeah, I need to go to the next frame for all this other stuff. That's fine. I have half a brain. I love your name, by the way. That's awesome. This is sick. Thank you. I'm just working on an animation today. I guess I'm working on an animatic, if I'm going to be technical about it. I'm just trying to get the rough idea for this short film that I want to make. Trying to get that finished here. I have class tomorrow, and we're all going to be voting on whose animatic we want to pursue for our senior year project in college. And this is what I'm trying to present. So I've got a good feeling about it, you know. I think it's got some good potential here. Everyone else that I've seen has just been drawing their stuff, which is good, but I think this will give a pretty nice view of what's happening. And it's so fun to see what people use as their names. I have half a brain. That's awesome. Okay, this alien can still be under the ground. We don't need that alien. Let's bring this thing down. And I think I want this to be leaning up against the table. 'Cause why not, you know? Perfect. Okay, let's see. Move it down. I have half a brain, so I love how this looks because it's using realistic lighting. But if we go to like just the basic lighting here, just the default for Blender, it's not super great. Can you show us what part of the scene you're at? Yeah, of course. So here is the reference footage that I made. I'm just gonna play it a little bit. So there's a date. The goblin is the date, and there's a dinner date at 6 p.m. So the skeleton, you can see, is setting up a little table, lights a candle, and then notices there's a missing cup. And the date is at 6, and it's 5:59. Oh no! And so runs around, finds a wand, and finds a spell book, and looks up some magic to try to fix the issue. Create a new cup. Reads the spell book, and then boom, magic. So we've got all of this. More magic. More magic. Desperate magic. And then big magic. And then the whole cave will be flooded in water. Everything's floating. Skeleton's like swimming around. And then there's a knock at the door. Skeleton pops his head up. Goes to check the door. And then sees it's the date. Won't be naked. And then this right here. This is what we're doing. So we just did the door slamming. And this is what I'm setting up right now. The POV shot where the skeleton's like, oh no, my apartment's a mess. Shakes his head. Oh no. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So for those who haven't seen it yet, this is that first scene, lighting the candle. Oh no, my cup is missing. And then checks the time. And then finds a wand. And then the spell book. Reads the spell book. And is this for Pebble? No, this is for a short film that I want to make. This skeleton is the same skeleton that's in Pebble, but no, this is just I'm in the animation and game design program in college right now, and so I'm doing game design on my own, and then I'm going to do an animation project with a group. So this is my submission for the group project. And then all of next year, we'll be working on one of the animations that is chosen, voted for in class. And so, yeah, I'm making this to be part of my animation side of the program. And then as far as game development, I'm just doing it all on my own. So Pebble with this character and the 3 other games, I'm doing all that on my own. Yeah, it's pretty cool. For the magic, creates an alien, gets scared, and then casts a new spell out of fear. This is my favorite scene. The new spell is a giant cup, which is funny because the cup is what's missing from the date, but he makes one that's like way too big. And then breaks the table, kills the alien. Nice, hope you have a great day. Thank you. Thanks, little Timmy. Casts a new spell. Everything floods. We've actually got quite a bit. Things fall down at different angles. Skeleton looks over the table and then starts to open up the door. Door open. Bah! This is where we're at. Okay, this is the POV shot. So I'm going to take these arms here and just T-pose them real quick. Perfect. Okay. Let's rotate these. And I need it to be... Let me find this shot. I need it to be something like this, where like both hands are sticking out. Like, oh no, look at my apartment, it's a mess. So we'll probably have something like this. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to move this like way forward. But that's okay. That's the great thing about animation is that as long as it's in camera, it doesn't matter. As long as it looks right for the camera, it's good. It is right. This has to be scooted out just a little bit. Okay, let's bring that forward. And I'm going to bring both of these down just a little bit. Whoops. Gotta do them separately. Let's bring these in just a little bit. Okay. Let's figure out where we're going to put the camera. This door needs to go back here, and I'm going to scoot the skelly back so we can see everything in the light. Something like that. And then, where's my camera at? Right here. Yo, just had soccer tryouts today. Do you think I'll make the team? Oh, that's cool. Man, I love soccer. I hope so. I don't see why not. What position do you want to play in soccer? Like forward, goalkeeper, midfield, defender? Am I missing anything? I think that's most of it. I was usually midfield or forward when I played soccer back in the day. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Right defender and right mid. Nice. Nice, nice. Have you played other years of soccer? How do I phrase that? Like, I know if you're in the middle of high school or something and you haven't done previous years of the sport, it's harder to like get a spot on the field, you know? But if it's like a community thing, like a rec center type of thing, I was forward but wasn't scoring much, so I went back and I'm seeing if this works out better. Nice. Midfield is tough because you're running like the whole time. Forwards are only running if like you guys have possession on your opponent's side. But yeah, midfield, they're just the ones always running around. It was a fun position to be in. Yeah, it's like my 7th year. Oh, respect. Yeah, you should totally make the team then. Okay, these arms need to be in a different spot. That's so cool. I miss playing soccer. It's okay. I do a bunch of stuff now. Just not soccer very much. Okay, I think I need to angle this one down just a little bit more. And in a little bit. Let's see what the camera looks like. That's pretty cool. But they do need to be moved just a little bit. Whoops. Because I don't want them intersecting. Yeah. Okay, let's move this camera back a little bit. We see who makes the team on Thursday, so I'll keep you updated if I make the team. Sweet. Yeah, we'll my class and I, we're all voting on whose project should be the one that makes the animation for the senior year, so I'll keep you guys updated on the progress there. Tell you guys if my thing here gets voted for or not. I have half a brain. Good to have you in here. Thank you. Have a great day. I'd love to see where this goes. Yeah, me too. Like I said, we vote tomorrow, so I'll let you guys know. Let's go. No, GX. Boop. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's just put all this stuff in the way now. Doop. 0, 0, 0. And let's go 90 degrees. Put this on the ground. Well, I hope you get the vote and win. I'm gonna go shower and go to bed. Sweet. Well, thanks for joining the stream for a little bit. I really appreciate it. Like I super appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck with soccer. Hope you make it. Whoops. Too much. Okay, last thing is the candle. I might be back, but we'll see. Thanks for the encouragement. Yeah, I think you're gonna do great. Have a good one. Okay, let's see what that looks like. feel like I want this to be angled up just a little bit. Like if I bring this up just a bit. Let's see what that looks like. Hello, I'm new. How are you? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just animating for my animation and game design class right now. Tomorrow we're voting as a class to see whose project we want to actually animate. And so I'm trying to get my animation or animatic. I'm trying to get like the basic idea down. And I'm getting there, you know? I've got a lot of progress done already. So the basic idea here is that the skeleton has a date and is setting up the dinner table and notices that there's a cup missing. And so the skeleton gets, I subbed for 4 minutes ago. Oh, respect. I wonder why it hasn't like popped up on my screen yet. Thank you for the subscription. But yeah. Phew. A few minutes ago, I see. I thought that was like a phew. I was worried there for a second. No, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for the subscription. But yeah, this skeleton like checks the time. This is what that looks like. Checks the time. It's 1 minute away, so finds a wand and a spell book, and then finds a spell. Casts a spell and it's an alien. Skeleton gets really spooked. Casts a new spell out of fear. This is my favorite scene right here. And the new spell cast is a giant cup, which is funny because like the skeleton is trying to make a cup, but makes one that's way too big. Kills the alien, destroys the table, ruins the dinner. Casts a big spell. Floods the apartment, floods the cave. Things slowly fall down, and then there's a knock at the door. Skeleton peeks its head over the table, goes to the door, opens it, and sees the date, and slams the door real quickly, and then looks over at the apartment, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. I'm confused. Sorry. No worries. I also made like a reference footage, a reference video of what I'm talking about here, which isn't very clear, but it's something similar. But I'm just trying to redo this video here, here in still shots. But yeah, essentially, I'm just trying to make a tiny version of the short film that I want to make, and then tomorrow in class we're gonna vote for whose video we end up making. I'm okay with that scene right there. This scene, we need all of these things down under the ground again. Okay, let me just push all of those under. Perfect. Oh, there's a couple more. Okay, I think that's everything. But yeah, I'm just making a quick short film animation here. April Fool's actually subbed on a different account. Nice. But I'm new to your stream. Oh, nice. Man, I keep forgetting it's April Fool's. Okay, here we go. 210. Yeah, I used to stream a lot on Twitch, but I'm switching over to YouTube, just testing it out, seeing how it feels. I like it so far. Plus, I just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so I'm like, you know what? I better give YouTube a chance at streaming. Yeah, no worries. I understood what you were saying. Okay, let's T-pose this skeleton back to where it was. 0, 0, 0. Are the feet in a different spot too? Huh. There we go. Much better. Okay. Lift it up just a little bit more. Perfect. Save. Okay. This scene we want. So we just did this one. We're gonna go to this one right here. So I just need the skeleton with its hands on its head. Pretty simple. I'm gonna scoot it all forward though, so that the lights are in here properly. Have you sold your games you built before? Yeah. So, I have 3 games on the Meta Store right now that I sell for like $1.99 or something. So if I go to my YouTube channel here and I just go to like Build and Break AR or something, one of the 3 games I've got available on the store, I sell for just $1.99. And yeah, I've gotten a few downloads. I make like, I don't know, $50, $60 a month off of my games. It's pretty cool. But I haven't sold any of my games to like a big company or anything. Like, I think it'd be really cool one day to sell one of my Build and Break games to Lego, because that's what inspired the game. I think that would be awesome. It's like one day sell the whole game to Lego for one big bulk price. But yeah, other than that, I have my games on the store. They make a little bit of money. Let me find that scene again on YouTube. You see what angle my elbow's at. Yeah, I thought so. This has to go in like this. If I had a VR headset, I'd install your game or games. Well, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't developing 2 VR games. Like when I first started developing, it was for computer, right? I was making PC games. And then I tried mobile games, and eventually I was like, yeah, what the heck? And I bought my friend's VR headset. I bought it off of him and tried developing to VR. And my games actually started to sell copies. So I was like, oh snap. And now that's all I develop to now, which is pretty fun. Also, a big reason is like, I don't know, I didn't love a lot of the games on VR. So I just started developing my own. Like, I kept thinking to myself, I wish this game existed in VR. It'd be so fun. And then I remembered I was a game developer. So I just did it myself. Is there games on the App Store for mobile? Not anymore. My developing accounts got canceled. So if you don't develop for a while, then the app stores will just automatically close out your account. And that's what happened to me. So I had games on mobile, but I don't anymore because it's just been too long. Okay, let's turn this camera around. Oop. Whoops. Oh, it needs to be -90. That's fine. Okay, where are we looking? GX. That'll work. Is this a game that you're building? Not quite. Although this skeleton is in my game Pebble. It's like the main enemy so far. It's the like filler enemy in the game Pebble. But no, because I'm in the animation and game design program, I do all my game design by myself, but I'm doing an animation project with a team. And so this, what I'm working on right now, is just a quick animatic to show what I want my short film to look like for an animation. And the goal is that we'll get my whole class to be working on this animation all together. So instead of one person doing everything, I'll have like my whole class doing stuff. And tomorrow we're voting on whose short film we want to work on together. And so I'm just making this for that vote for tomorrow. Although I will use a lot of these things in my other games, like this table, this plate and fork and this book. Like all of these are from my other games. This table is from Build and Break. The skeleton is from Pebble. The plates and forks and stuff, those are all from Immortal Screwdriver. So like everything I'm going to put into the animation, I'm also going to use for my games. But yeah, this specifically is for an animation. Okay, I'm just watching the reference footage to see what I want to do next. And I think I'm going to skip. So I'm all worried. I look down and I kick the spell book out of anger. I think I'm just going to skip all of that for saving some time. Throws the wand behind my head. And I think I'm just going to go to this point right here where the skeleton is crying. So I can move this table. I'll move it back over here in the mess of things. Let's go here and angle it down this way and this way. Perfect. How old am I? I am 26. I'm 26 this year. Pom, pom, pom. Almost 17. That's fun. I remember when I was turning 17, I was trying to find any like positive thing about turning 17. Like turning 16 you can start to drive, right? Turning 18 you're an adult, but like 17 is right in between those two, so what can you do? And I'm a big fan of Harry Potter, and so I was like, yo, at 17 you can start to use magic away from school. And that's all I could come up with, but I'm still pretty happy with that. I stand by that. That's a fun reason to be turning 17. What up, Ethan? Welcome to the chat. Oh, you can dance. All right. Oh, wait. I'm not at the right frame, am I? No, I'm not. That's too bad. I have to redo that. It wasn't too much, though. It was just the table. Welcome to the chat, Ethan. We're working on an animation today. Okay, we're gonna move these two back over, and the big cup we're gonna put over here. That's fine. Okay, we need this skeleton to be in a puddle of tears. I see bones. Nice. Yeah, we're working on an animation, and I'm pretty far into it now. I'm at this point in the animation. This is on my YouTube channel already, but essentially, this skeleton is setting up a date. What up, FNAF? Welcome to the chat. The skeleton is setting up a date, and it just goes wrong and uses magic to try to fix it, and just makes it worse. So that's the basic premise of this short film that I'm working on. But I need this skeleton to be sitting down in a puddle of tears. Let's bring the legs up quite a bit. How are you doing, FNAF? It's good to see you in here. So far, really good. Oh, good. Good. Also, I am a little sick today. So if my voice sounds any different or I cough, I apologize. It's just me being a little sick. I'm doing really good. Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I didn't stream yesterday because yesterday I was really getting hit with my sickness at first. I'm doing a little bit better today. I was able to get a lot of rest, so that's good. Let's scoot all the bones in. Head is down too much, and so are the arms. Let's bring those back up. A little too far out to the side. Hopefully you'll feel better soon. Yeah, I hope so. I have to go to school tomorrow though to get this animation voted on, so regardless, I'm going to school tomorrow. A weird bit of info regarding magically reanimated skeletons. Don't worry, I'll explain. Sick. I hate getting sick. I know, it's the worst. What up, Lord Tellum? Welcome in. It's good to see you, man. Lord Tellum was also sick, so I feel for the guy. You feeling any better, Lord Tellum? Stream is on a delay. Oh no. I hope that resolves soon. Whoops. Still am. Lol. Dude, that sucks. Are you gonna be able to make it to class tomorrow? I guess you don't have to be there because Josh is the one who's gonna be pitching your guys' animation idea. Basically, reanimated implies that the function of the skeleton are now working. Well, blood is made in bone marrow located in the bones. Nice, nice. No, feeling worse, unfortunately. Dude, that sucks. Yeah, it's delayed by like 22, 30 seconds. Yo, I'm headed out. Have a good day or night. Thanks, Colin. Have a good one. Not only can reanimated skeletons bleed, but they should realistically constantly be dripping blood. So yeah, that's cool. Oh, it's delayed by like 21 seconds for me. How do you guys know it's delayed? Like the text chats are delayed? Because those are always a bit slower. If I can show up tomorrow, I will, but if I'm still feeling like this, I'm not gonna. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, dang, dude, I hope you start feeling better. Like, I just have a bit of a head cold. It's nothing too bad, but I feel a little dizzy sometimes and a little achy, some snot, you know, nothing crazy. The text chat's delayed. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, it's unfortunate because sometimes people in chat will be like trying to joke with me, but by the time the chat gets to my screen, it's been like 30 seconds and I'm totally beyond the joke now. I feel bad sometimes, but it's just one of those things that can't avoid. Let's see. Will everything move if I move the hips here? No, just the upper body. That's fine. Bring the skelly down here. And let's rotate. I've got all that plus a fever and a sore throat. So I'm so over it. Sheesh, dude. Yeah, that just sounds miserable. Whoops. Okay, that'll work. That'll work just fine. I want this. Whoops. I want this shot right here. So let's bring the camera up here. And let's rotate. Man, this is usually the month that I see people not sick. I know, right? I got a sore throat as well, although it's mostly good now. Can't even sing along to my playlist. Oh, dude, that's honestly that's so real. That's like one of the worst parts when I'm driving around to class or something and I can't sing along to my songs anymore. Man. I still try, but then my voice like cracks all the time. And I just, that's so sad. All three of you guys get better soon. Be sick still to having them in like 10 days. Blah. I hope I'm not sick in 10 days. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that scene right there. Select everything and keyframe it all. Okay, now from this point on in the video, so here's the scene. Skeleton is defeated. Kind of think there's no hope here. Whoops, let me bring that back up. It's actually surprising how similar those shots are. That's cool. It would suck. Okay, that means more makes more sense. It sounded like, man, it'd be sick if you guys were sick in 10 days, and I'm like, dude, that blows. I hope I'm not sick in 10 days. Anyways, from this point on in the video, it's the goblin who's on screen, but the goblin model that I'm trying to use just needs a lot more cleanup before I can put it in the animatic. So I might just have to use this part of the video, like this footage that I have, combined with this. It'll look funky, but I don't know. I think that's the best I can do here. Hi, I just got to the stream. So how's stream? It's good. Welcome in. Welcome in, little red cub. I'm working on an animation here. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. So I could do one of two things. I could keep animating the skeleton properly, and then I could green screen in myself into the video. So like here, the goblin is like helping the skeleton on like stand up. So I can still animate all of that stuff and then do a really bad green screen of myself in the video. Let me know what you guys think. Or should I just use this footage that I have of the skeleton and the goblin here? So essentially, it's the wizard date. So the skeleton is trying to set up a date at the very beginning, a nice candle lit date, and notices that a cup is missing, and so tries to use magic to finish preparing the date. And essentially it just goes wrong and gets worse every time. Little alien appears from magic, and then he kills the alien on accident. Yeah, just a lot of mishaps with magic. And then the date appears, knocks on the door. Yeah, here we go. Sees the date, sees the apartment is a mess, and then gives up in a puddle of tears. So yeah, everything after this point is pretty much all on the goblin. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should I keep animating this and put myself into the video in green screen, or you can't spell manslaughter without laughter? Huh. That is a fun fact. Or I could make a duplicate skeleton and turn it green to look like the goblin. I think that's a good idea. I think I can do that. Although it is 7:20 for me, and I do need to get all of these images into a video. What to do? What do you guys think in chat? Should I keep animating, or do I go to video editing now? Because I do want to get some updates out for my games today as well. But I'm okay to do whatever you guys are, whatever you guys want to do here. Let me try to, yo, same time zone, let's go. Nice. Let me try to duplicate the skeleton as a green skeleton. I'd say keep animating. Sounds good. You got it. I'm good for whatever. Sweet. Alright, T-pose skeleton. Now, if I duplicate this, boop, boop, scoot over to the side. Ah, classic. It just duplicated the group, not the actual, not everything in it. I'm not familiar with animation, so I don't know which would look better. Because getting everyone to like this would be honestly great to hear. Do the characters have names? I don't have any names for the characters yet. And FNAF, I think you're right. I think if I can finish this animation, like properly finish it, and get it to be voted for, I think it'd be really cool to see this in its fruition, you know, in its totality here. What happens if I highlight everything and duplicate it? And then scoot it over. Oh. Sick. Okay, now we should be able to go to the materials here. And let me highlight all of the toesies and stuff. Basic color, we're gonna go color attributes? No. Color, which one do I do? I just need, oh wait, what if I just do new basic color? Yeah, okay. Now I can go green. Okay, it's only on the head. Can I not? Wait, do I have to select like if I'm trying to highlight all of these things, usually I have to like hit Alt and X. Nope, it's only working on the head. Okay. Green. And let's make it a little bit darker green. And copy. And I'll do the rest of the body later. I can fix that later, but this will work out just nicely. No, I don't have any names for the skeletons, but I have imagined that the skeleton is a female character and the goblin is the male character. But yeah, I haven't thought of any names. So that you know what the goblin looks like, though, it's this right here. That's what the goblin looks like. Okay, let's go back to... Oh, where's this skelly at? Okay, I just had it animated. I wonder, does this one go through all the same animations too? It does, huh? Okay, I'm just gonna delete all of those animations on the green head skelly. That's funny. It's still going through it all, just at a different... That's so weird. That's so weird looking at it. That's fine. Okay. Scoot you over here. Alright, right here when the door opens, we need the green skelly to be on the other side of the door. And the camera angle, I believe, is just right behind. Yeah. So let's put the skeleton like right here. And it's going to be waving its hand like, hey, I'm here. For some reason, the way you touch the paper, acting like it's the goblin. And you saying you think of the skeleton as a girl. You know, I hadn't thought about that. Honestly, I was going to put a... Andre Simulator. I don't think I've heard of that before. But I was going to put like a little hand towel on my head to look like long hair. But I actually do just have long hair. To show the like female long hair. Okay, let's... Whoops, wrong thing. Rotate. Okay, and then we need the skeleton to be animated differently for this frame. I'm gonna select all the bones here. Big brain moment, lol. Honestly. Let's go back here. Let's T-pose this skeleton. Perfect. The Simulator is a game about you playing as a girl and secretly following a guy you like around school. Oh, nice. Any other girls interact with the guy. Fun. Slide that down. Sorry for coughing. Red rum happens. Man, what a callback right there. Man, what's the name of that movie? The Shining. That's what it is. That's funny. What up, 115 bringer? How goes it? Are these in a... This spine feels like it's in the wrong spot. It's like off to the side. You guys seeing that? Let me try to zero these out. Huh. Just kind of how it is. Weird. Yep, I like that movie. Classic. Yeah, what up? What up, 115? How you doing? I do want this to be rotated like this. And then the spine, I'm going to rotate the opposite direction to kind of curve it all. Like this. Hello, everyone. Sweet. And I'm gonna have the left arm waving. Lord Tellum, if you're still in the chat, have you seen any other progress for your guys's, or for Josh's animation? I'm good, just chilling. What about you? Good, man. Just working on this animation here. Let's go like right there, and let's bend this in a little bit. And this arm, I'm gonna go down. Let's see what that looks like in camera. So this box right here is what we can see in the camera. And I think I want to rotate this just a little bit more. Hi. And then scoot over. Yeah, I like that. Keyframe. This greenhead skeleton is supposed to be a goblin, but the model that I'm going to be working with isn't working yet, so this is the substitute for now. And then slam. Okay, this skeleton, let's just put it underground. Keyframe. Sees everything going on. Oh no, my apartment's a mess. Okay. This one can also be deleted. Okay, and I think this is where, yeah, this is where we're at right now. So frame 230, in the reference video that I made here, which I'm basing this whole animation on so far, the skeleton starts to cry, and then the goblin, opens up the door and is like, "Hey, how's it going?" Sees the skeleton crying. "Oh man, I have an idea." And then the goblin helps the skeleton clean up the whole house. So that's what we're gonna do now. So we need we need a door, and I've been using this table as a door. Let's scoot this over here. 0, 0, 0. See what angle that is. That's fine. Rotate. Okay, let's move it into place. What about walls? Excellent question. So this is going to be in a cave. And so I'm gonna need a lot more in this scene than what's currently visible. But this is just like the idea. So tomorrow in class, we're all gonna vote on whose animation idea we want to work on together as a big group. And so I'm making this here just as the general idea of the animation. So when it's actually finished and totally polished up and stuff, it's gonna look way different. But yeah, just for right now, I just needed something to show my class. I still like the cave idea. Yeah, it's gonna be in a cave for sure. But for now, just to get the idea across, I just needed a floor and some basic items like the table, the plates, the utensils, the candle, you know, just basic stuff. Okay, so this scene is going to be the door opening, so we can rotate it open like so, and let's move it. Oh, that makes sense. The cave idea is really awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna look really cool. Okay, this skelly needs to be T-posed again. Cool. There we go. Let's see, get you all the way down to the ground. Yeah, I've just been trying to fly through this this animation today because, like I said, tomorrow we're all voting on it. So I need to have something presentable for the class tomorrow. And I've got a few more shots to show. Where's my camera at? Okay, it's at the wrong spot. We want the camera to be like right here. Yeah. So let's go to a top view here. Find my camera. And let's move it into place, something like right here. All right, and we need it to be down a bit more. Yeah. All right, let's see what that looks like. Pretty close. Yo, I'm back for 20 minutes. Nice, welcome back, welcome back. TJ Red Dogs. That's a fun name. I think I want to be... Yeah, I want to be farther away. I want to be able to see more of the door and stuff. Alright, Skelly needs to be closer to the door and... right here. This arm is down. And the elbow is up, kind of holding open the door. Yeah, something like that. Let's move it around, because we can. You want to know how it got that name? Yes, please. Also, I don't know if that person is still in chat. Was it Ethan that was saying stuff about reanimated skeletons bleeding? That honestly sounds so dope. Like, I'm just imagining this scene where, like, a skeleton like this is just oozing blood as it's walking around. Like, that sounds like such a fun thing to animate, honestly. I'll look into it. What up? What up? Just be. I like that. Simple. To the point. I'm surprised you've got a name that's so small in YouTube. That's cool. Welcome in. I'm just animating today, so just chatting, having a good time. Slide this in and rotate it. The elbow needs to come up a little bit. And rotate the elbow a little bit and the hand. We're going to pull that hand back a little bit. And the skeleton is supposed to be like, hey, I'm here for the date. This is supposed to be a goblin though, but whatever. We'll get there when we get there. So my nickname is TJ. My favorite color is red. My favorite animal is dog. And my favorite number is 5. Nice. TJ Red Dog 5. I think Red Dogs slides off the tongue a little bit better. I like it though. That's cool. Alright, let's see what this looks like in camera. I think I want it to be a little different. I want the chest to be rotated a little bit. Can we see the legs in this shot? Not really. Okay. Okay, that's good. Crimson Typhoon, welcome in. Can I suggest a song? I just have a list of songs that I've made myself playing just on the side right here. All of these songs come from my video games so far, and I just made a compilation of all the songs that I made. So I just have that playing on a loop. I don't have a different what's it called, playlist, just because YouTube copyrights a lot of stuff. I get stuck with copyright stuff, and my videos don't get played on YouTube anymore. Crimson Typhoon, do I remember you? Of course, you're my favorite Pacific Rim character. Is it on Spotify? All of my songs? No. I could do that. I haven't done that though. I just I downloaded the MP3 file from my computer. I just labeled it streaming songs. So I have it on my computer, but I haven't put it anywhere else. All of these songs are on my YouTube channel, just like in a playlist. Where are they at? Yeah, Build and Break Music right here. This is where all of my these are all the songs that we're listening to. Almost all of them. There's a couple that like Immortal Screwdriver is one of the songs in here that's not in that playlist, but it's all right. Yeah, welcome in, Crimson. Okay. I think I'm okay with this. Let me rotate the head just a little bit. Bend this down. And then bend the head back up. Let's see what that looks like. That'll work. I think that'll be fine. Gotta move on to the next frame. Oh, so Immortal Screwdriver does have background music. It does if you find the cassette tape. Hi FNAF. Yeah, there's a cassette tape that has a song. Here, I'll play it. It's the very last one in here. Yeah, just right after this song. But yeah, it's on a cassette tape. I think it's in the storage room. So if you have Immortal Screwdriver and you go to the storage room, I'm pretty sure that's where the song that I wrote for Immortal Screwdriver is in. And I usually keep that cassette with me when I'm playing the game, just because it's fun to have some music. Okay, so for this animation, the skeleton is crying, and that's the scene that we just did. Hey! And then sees the skeleton crying again. And then I'll do this right here. Aha! I have an idea. Okay, this song right here. This is inside Immortal Screwdriver. It's a simple song. Actually, I'm gonna go play Immortal Screwdriver now and get the rest of the tapes. Oh, nice! Good luck! Last time, so in my last video, real quick, before you go, I was trying to get a bunch of the tapes as well, and the Immortal Screwdriver actually ended up killing me because I wasn't paying attention, and it like came up out of the ground and totally killed me. And it like actually spooked me. I was able to keep the tapes. Like you keep it all on your person when you find them. But yeah, it scared me quite a bit. It was funny. And I don't even think I've found all of them. I'm still missing like 5. Whoops. But yeah, good luck finding the tapes. They're fun. Did you find how to save in the game? If you click quit on the main commander desk thing, it'll save all of your progress. So I usually hear that, but for some reason I thought that was just my place. Ah, I see. Yeah, quit is how to save. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, let's bring this hand down a little bit and rotate it around. Okay, now I go to play some Immortal Screwdriver. Sick! I hope you enjoy it. I'll have an update out for the game later today. Probably. Oops. See y'all in about 40 minutes if stream is still going. Sweet. Peace. Whoops. Let's bring this head down. And then reverse what we did last time. Let's see what that looks like in camera. Aha! Let's bring this up and rotate this back out again. Whoops. Whoo. Yeah, something like that. That'll work. I'm leaving to play some ragdoll fighting game. G-game. Nice! Well, have a good one. Thanks for coming in here, Crimson Typhoon. TJ, it is 7:46 p.m. for me. So it's not too terribly late. Okay, let's see what happens after that scene. Opens up the door, sees the skeleton crying. Aha, I have an idea. Gets the spell book and 9:48. Oh snap! It's a little bit more late for you. Do I want to show all of this? I think I'll just skip all of that when I'm showing this, and I'll do this scene right here. So the idea is that the goblin is holding the skeleton's hand and then helping to cast the spell like this. So I think I'm going to skip straight to that scene. So I'm just going to move this table. I'm just going to put it underground. Just get rid of it for now. And let's T-pose both of the skeletons here. And T-posed. Sweet. Now, let's get this skeleton up here. I don't think I moved anything around. I just rotated it. Yeah. It's kind of cool seeing different people's time zones when they're watching streams. I always find it really interesting to see like what time it is for you guys. Okay, let's go here. I still think it's crazy you animated all of this on the Geo. I know, right? I might put a rig on the skeleton, but I think if this project does get voted for, I think I'm gonna be the one animating the skeleton and the goblin. And so if it is just me animating, I still might do it just on the Geo. I mean, it's working out well enough for me so far. Okay, I want goblin to be like right here. Scoot over a little bit. And we're gonna move this arm first. I was gonna say, if you are gonna have more than one person animating, you're gonna have to switch to Maya. Yeah. But everything else that's going to be animated is like all of the filler stuff. And that I'm not going to put controls on these things. Like you can just animate on the Geo for the plate and cup and fork and stuff. You know what I mean? And so I'll have a lot of the... If I do have sophomores and juniors on the project, I'll have them do a lot of this stuff. Like the world animating. But we'll see. Let's pull that back just a little bit. And then we got to close these fingers. Can you export ABCs? I don't know. Let's see. ABCs. Yeah, I can. Alt Y. And then point the thumb. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Let's get this arm over here. Okay, I'm gonna have to move the skelly just a little bit. Or, yeah, no, I do. Let's go turn and move over. Boom. What is the .abc export? Like, why would I want to use that one? I've never used it before. Have you played the game Repo? Oh wait, that should make it so if you animate the skeleton by the Geo, you can bring the animated scene from Blender to Maya, keeping that animation and the cameras. Oh nice, oh nice. Welcome back, Crimson Typhoon. Okay, TJ Red, have you played the game Repo? I actually played it for the first time last night with my brother. That is such a spooky game. Super, super fun though. I tried playing it by myself as well, just to get used to some more of the controls and stuff. And I think I'm doing a little bit better. I'm a bit too risky with my sneaking ability, so I get caught all the time. Oh my gosh, it was so messed up. My brother and I were on level 1. I don't remember which like manor we were in, but we were level 1, and the first door I opened at the extraction point, the blind shotgun bro was sitting there and killed me immediately. Like the first thing I did was open up a door, and I died immediately. Man, it was messed up. The file type is Alembic. It was made by Imageworks and Lucasfilm. Oh, respect. Okay, this arm, we're gonna have it be on the lower back of this other skeleton. Let's go out like this. That'll work. And then this other arm, I think I'll just have it be down. That's fine. Yeah, Repo is such a fun game. Lord Tellum, do you have Repo? Have you played it yet? I think I want, what frame, what angle do I want? Do I want like from behind? From the side right here? From on top? I sent you a link to the About site on Discord. Okay, respect. Let's go something like this. Man, I kind of like it from behind though. I don't know, what angle should I do for this shot? I don't have Repo, but I'll probably get it this week. My wife wants to play it. It's pretty fun. It's honestly pretty fun. The in-game chat function where like if you're too far away from each other, you can't hear each other anymore. It's pretty cool. And it really helps with the environment. It helps to feel like you're in it, you know? It's pretty cool. Okay, I think I want to do like, I'll do like this shot right here. Camera slide, something like that. Let's go top view and let's move the camera behind. Let's move that back a little bit more. And down. I think I'll do 2 shots like this. Like 2 different angles. So I'll go from behind right there, and then I'll go like this angle. Let's move the camera to like out in front. All right, let's see what we're looking at. 90, 0. Okay. That looks pretty good. All keyframe. All right, let's see what we want to do next. Spell to clean the house. So everything gets cleaned up. All of the things disappear. Do I want to animate that? Let's see. Okay, it's 10 here, so I'm gonna go. So I think I'm gonna go. Okay. Well, thanks for being in the chat for so long. It makes streaming way more worth it when you guys are in here. So I appreciate it. I could just do a single shot right here. All right, let's see. Camera goes here, then goes over here. 270. I can do something simple. Okay, Skelly and Skelly. Let's move you guys out of frame. Camera, come on over here. And camera's just gonna look at everything, and I'm slowly gonna get rid of stuff. I think that's what I'm gonna do here. That looks pretty good, and then let's rotate it a little bit just to see the mess. That's fine. I think this will be just fine. So oh no, I messed it up. That's fine. Easy peasy. I just have to reposition the camera. Zoop. Alright, let's see what that's looking at. Perfect. So 270, let's keyframe this. And then we'll just have like a bunch of things disappear. So I'll make all the utensils disappear first. In the book. Boop. And then I'll make the plates and cups and stuff disappear. And right now I'm just pushing them under the world so we can't see them. It works out just fine. Select all keyframe. Let's see, what do I want to do from here? So the apartment gets clean, and then the goblin sets up a little TV date. And I think I'm gonna skip all of this because I can show it later, and I'm missing a lot of the things I need. So I'm gonna skip all the way to this point when they're both sitting down watching the TV, like over the shoulders. Yeah, I then just skip to that, and then after that it just goes to credits and stuff. So yeah. Let's do that. Frame 300, I suppose we can get rid of the table here. And let's just bring the candle back up. Perfect. Do you know C-Top? I don't. Is that a game? Is it a channel? Person? Let's see. Put you on the ground. There we go. Okay, let's bring our skeletons back in. Actually, we gotta T-pose them. Zero, zero, zero. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. We have the goblin on the left side and the skeleton on the right. Oh no. Skelly. There we go. I moved to the wrong thing. Perfect. Skelly right here. Let's just go 180 here instead of 500 or whatever it was at. Perfect. And then we're going to take both of these and lay them down. Boop. And then we'll take both hips and bring them up. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna make the original Skelly rest its head on the shoulder of this Skelly here. So let's get these arms out of the way. I think I'm gonna, let's just move this Skelly forward a little bit. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, let's rotate this one down. Out a little bit more because that spine is kind of in the way. How's it going with the animation? I have half a brain. Welcome back. It's going good. I'm actually on the last frame that I'm going to animate. After this, I'm going to start compiling the video together. Which, by the way, do you guys want me to publish this video publicly as well? This stop motion animatic? Because I will if you guys like me to. I'm gonna up just a little bit. It's clipping through the back. Bend this and these guys. Cool. Yeah, but the animation's going well. Just on the very last frame right here, so I'm excited. I'm excited to take a break from this. Of course, if it does get voted for, it will. It just means that I've got more work to do. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. All right, we want this to be shrunken down just a little bit and then rotated, not that way, this way. Let's see, can I scoot the Skelly over a little bit? Yeah. What do I do with these spare arms here? Just kind of have them resting on the side. Yeah. That'll work. this arm, we'll have it come down. Whoops, wrong thing. And then just kind of resting on the leg here. That'll work just fine. Let's bring this one down to the side as well. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's see what the camera's looking at. Boop. Should be able to click this. Yeah, GY. Go forward a little bit. Looks pretty good. I think the candle needs to be moved though, to be able to see it a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. Oh, C-Top is a YouTuber? Yeah, no, I have not heard of C-Top before. What kind of stuff does the channel produce? Okay, I like this. Let's keyframe that. And I think the last thing I'm going to do is go through the skeleton guy right here and go to the material tab and just blow it up. And then I should have the color still. Yeah, I do. Sweet. So I have to go through all of these, get rid of the old color, and then apply the new color. Which is very similar to the floor here, but that's okay. The goblin's also green. And the floor isn't going to stay this dark green. It's going to be a cave, so it's going to be like a gray something. But because Blender's background is already gray, I didn't want the floor to be gray. So I made it this like dark green, just so I could see it better. Let me just hit save real quick. I have a bad habit of not saving my stuff. All right. I'm pretty happy with this so far. Pretty happy with how this is turning out. Boop. In game development and animation, there's a lot of this where it's just the same stuff over and over and over again. You get pretty used to being okay with doing the same thing over and over again. And I did try to select all of these at the same time and get rid of the old color and apply the new color, but every time I did that, it only did it to the head by itself. So I'm just going through and doing it manually. Sorry, I think the mic just went out for a second. But yeah, I'm just going through this manually. It's just one of the joys of animating and game design. You've got some repetitive stuff you got to do. Okay, I'm gonna just go through everything and delete it all. This feels like I'm doing progress faster. I'm getting through it quicker. I don't think I actually am, but whatever. Boop. Man, he's got so many joints in his toes. Sheesh. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I said that already, but still, I'm surprised I was able to do as much as I'm able to do within just a week. Because I didn't start animating this until a couple days ago. And yeah, I've been able to get quite a bit done. I'm pretty thrilled with that. Thankfully, we don't have to do this to the other skeleton. I'm just doing it to this one to show that it's the goblin. And I could just do the body and not worry about the hands and feet, but it's gonna kill me if I don't do that. Just a few more, and then I do have the other arm. It's all right. We're getting there. New color, green. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. Curious though, if I select two. Nope. Yeah, I was trying to do multiple at a time. It just won't let me. I gotta do these individually. It's alright. It's easy. It's just monotonous. Doop, doop, doop. And I'm fairly certain this isn't animated. And so when I put it back into, or like when I scrub back through the animation, we should be able to see this green skeleton the whole time. So I'm excited to see that. Hey, sorry, I've got to bounce. I'm gonna go to bed super early to try to get some sleep. Sounds good, dude. I hope you start feeling better. Hope tomorrow is a better day for you, so you're not so sick. If I see you in class tomorrow, I'll see you in class. But yeah, get some rest, man. I'll be hopping off of stream once I finish the green on this, and I want to show off the whole animation with the green skeleton, so we're close. The weirdest thing happened yesterday. So I posted all my update videos for my video games, and one of my videos within like 20 minutes had shot up to like 7,000 views. And then as I watched it throughout the night, it slowly lost views. Like it went from, oh no, I just copied that. It went from like 7,000 views down to 6,000. And then I think right now it's at like 4,000 or something. Anyways, it was weird. It's like a bunch of bots watched my videos or something. I don't know. It was just weird to see the video drop so quickly after going up so high. I've never seen that before. Boop-a-doop. Perfect. Wow, this is painful. It's all right. It'll be worth it for the video. Oh, C-Top just posts a lot of game stuff. Cool. Like live stream game stuff, or like check out this new thing that's coming up soon. I'll just have to look him up. C-Top. I think it would be awesome to get some bigger YouTube channels to try out my video games. I think it'd be awesome. I think that would be just so cool. Or like do a game jam together. Like if there's other developers out there and like we just spent a week trying to build a game together and release it somewhere. I think that'd be super fun. Keep it up. Great work. One day you will make it so your wife won't have to work. I hope so. No, I don't think it's too far off. Plus, I've got a year of school left, so regardless, I'll be in school for a year, trying to graduate college. But yeah, I think I've got a real chance at making this sustainable. Okay, you guys, we're at the last hand. That's all we need. I'm gonna go through and delete all of the color that's on it currently, which looks like it's just white, but it is from an actual material color that's on it. All right, and let's apply our green to it. Boop. This is the part of a project that I'm always like, I hate being in this point right here where I'm so close I can see the end, but I know I still have just a little bit more work to do. Because like everything else, I can put that off to a distance. Yo, it's expired Oreo. Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, this is the point where I'm like, ugh, I'm so close. I can see the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel, you know? This feels worse to me like a race. No, you're running a mile and you run your 3 laps. Those are fine. It's the last lap that feels the worst to me. Because you can see the finish line. I don't know if anyone else gets that, but it's a good feeling because I know I'm close to the end, but it's also such a painful feeling because I know how much work I have to do left. All right, that should be it. Save. Okay, let's see. Did that stay green everywhere? Yeah, I did. Perfect. Let's go back to this scene. Okay. Green skeleton and white skeleton. Perfect. Oh, yes. Man, it's such a good feeling. All that work making this green totally ended up working out. Does this see this skeleton? Okay. We need to move this skelly out of the way. I'm just going through the animation real quick to make sure everything's looking okay. Going backwards through the animation right now. Hello, donk. Okay, this one. At 170, Skelly can go down. Let's just push the skeleton down just a little bit more. Boop. 160, perfect. And 50 looks great. 40. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, perfect. This is all looking so good. I'm going to render out each of these images and then compile them into a video together. Hold on, I think chat is having a hard time. I'm going to wait for the phones to load up again. Okay, I think I'm back online. Anyway, so what I'm planning on doing here, because I'm pretty sure I'm done with the animatic. So I'm going to take each of these images here and I'm going to render them out and compile them together with the music from the previous thing that I made. And yeah, I think I should have this posted by tonight probably. So yeah, fingers crossed my classmates vote for this tomorrow. But yeah, I think I'm done. Let's just go through all of the frames with the camera. Cool. Finds the wand, gets the book, reads the book, casts a spell which creates an alien, gets spooked, casts a new spell, and the new spell is a giant cup, and it crushes the alien and the table. Casts a new spell, everything gets drowned in water, stuff falls down one at a time. Peeks over the table, opens up the door, sees the goblin. Oh no, it's the goblin, my date. And my apartment is a mess. Perfect. What am I gonna do? Cries in defeat. Goblin comes in, sees the crying skeleton, which I'll go back to this scene. Aha, I've got an idea. Let's do this magic spell together. Oh, I should probably put the wand back in the hand. Yeah. Let's do that. Wand. Come on over. Rotate it so that it's let's just zero out the rotation. It's easier to focus on, or easier to reposition stuff when you know it's all zeroed out. Let's go like right there. Put in the actual hand. Let's rotate it again. Whoops. Okay, that looks good. Keyframe that, and then 260. Let's delete that keyframe. Copy paste. Yeah, perfect. I'm leaving, so bye and good night. Thank you, Crimson, for being in here. Don't worry, I'm ending the stream in like 2 minutes, so you're leaving at a good time. Thanks for I really appreciate you being in the stream. Thank you. Have a good night. Let's look through the camera. Okay, that looks fine. Stuff starts to disappear with the magic. Good. And then the date. Whoops, I'm 1 frame off. The date. Yeah, that's everything. Sweet. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off for the night. I've got some video compiling to do, and I've got to get some updates out for my video games. So I'm gonna end the stream there. But again, thank you guys so much for being in here. Hope you guys have a good night. I'll let you know if I'm streaming again tomorrow or not. But regardless, thanks for being here today. Love you guys. Peace out.